your God exists, can he fit the whole universe into an egg without the egg getting bigger or the universe getting smaller? Universe, egg. If God exists, can he fit the whole universe into an egg without the egg getting bigger and the universe getting smaller? Hisham went to Imam Sadiq. Imam looked at him, he said, Hisham, what's the issue? He said, Imam, I've got a question, I can't answer it. If I say God can, the person's not going to be convinced. Imam said, Hisham, you look like you've traveled, go and take a rest and come back to me tomorrow. He came back. He said, Hisham, what's your question? He said, an atheist asked me, if God exists, can he fit the whole universe into an egg without the egg getting bigger or the universe getting smaller? Imam Sadiq said, Hisham, do me a favor, go up to the top of our building, have a look at everything and come back. Hisham went to the top of the building, he looked around, he came back. Imam said, Hisham, how many senses do you have as a human? He said 5. He said, name them. He said, I can see and I can touch and I can taste and I can smell and I can hear. He said, what's the smallest sense you have, Hisham? He said, the smallest sense I have is my eyes, are my eyes. He said, Hisham, what do you see with your eyes? What did you see when you were on top of the building? He said, I saw trees and I saw humans and I saw buildings. He said, if Allah can fit all of those into your eyes, then why can he not fit the universe into an egg? Isn't it a shame we haven't studied Jaffar as-Sadiq? If you go to New York and you see all those skyscrapers, have you ever wondered how Allah fits that whole building into an eye? If my Lord can fit all of that into an eye, then you think my Lord can't fit the universe into an egg? Hisham on another day came to the Imam. He said, there's this atheist who wants to see me. And look at the tolerance of the Imam. The Imam didn't say, this person doesn't believe in God, don't bring him near us, like some of the Muslims today. The Imam said, let him ask. The atheist came. The Imam said, ask your question. He said, Jaffar? He said, yes. He said, show me God. The Imam said, simple, look at the sun. He looked at the sun and he looked at the sun and he turned his eyes. Imam said, what's wrong? He said, the rays of the light of the sun are blinding me. Imam said, if you can't bear to see the created, how do you expect to see the creator? What a line. What a line. And I don't know how they put people on the level of Imam Sadiq. Do you know or no? And that's why a person should be proud. Imam Sadiq is what his school is named after. Jaffari. Pride. Another one came to him and said, I can be like your God. Do you know what's so beautiful? Banu Abbas are trying to stabilize their power. Imam Sadiq is controlling them from underneath. I can be like your God. Imam Sadiq said, what do you mean? He said, you say your God creates? Yes. I can create as well. So Imam Sadiq said, how? He said, give me some mud and some compost. Give me the right environment and the right temperature. I'll let worms be created. Imam Sadiq said, go ahead, do it. So the person went and got the mud and got the compost and and the worms were moving. Imam Sadiq said, so what do you think now? He said, I am God. You know, these Imams of Ahlul Bayt had to deal with some real characters, wallah. I am God. Imam said, you are God? He said, yes. He said, and these are your creation? He said, yes, they're my creation. He said, very well. So these worms are all your creation? He said, yes, they're my creation. Imam said, let me ask you 3 questions about them, because you know them so well. He said, go ahead. He said, what is the gender of your creation? Which ones are male and female? A worm is not an easy animal to find things like that out. I'm sure you agree. So the person looking at them is like, I don't know. He said, okay, don't worry. What's the weight of each of your worms? Give me the weight, exact weight. I don't know. He said, okay, your worms are going one way. You as their God, order them to go another. He said to me, I can't. He said, I have never seen a God who doesn't know the weight of his creation and doesn't know the gender of his creation and can't order his creation to go the opposite direction. The person came towards Islam straight away and said, I believe in your God, I'm never God. Another student of Imam Sadiq, Sufyan